I feel the bad moon rising. Good evening, fuckers. I feel there's trouble on the way. It's about the moon. It's coming up tonight, as it does most nights. This is about my own observation. Okay? It's about one of my own observations. Where's that good bit of blue chalk? What I have noticed is there is a lack or less round earthers. You know how it used to be in my feed, loads of them going, hey, what are we talking about? Fucking round, innit? Where have they gone? Still a couple. I've got a funny feeling that people are starting to wake up here. All these Mickey Mouse things, the one thing we can all see or not see, where's the freaking curvature? Where is it? This is my own personal observation. You've heard it before. How is it possible that the moon moves our water, creates the tides? It's illogical. Sea, okay? I have spoken to people in Florida, in the UK, in France, in Italy, and in Spain over the last, say, 2 weeks. All of them fish. I've asked all of them about my observation, just to check, to make sure. It's the same everywhere. It's at the bottom of the tide. You're in your boat, right? And you're fishing, and you've got your anchor rope all the way down, right? It's at the bottom or the top of the tide. Let's say it's at the bottom of the tide. What happens when the tide comes in? You're 30 kilometers out, okay? 30 kilometers out at sea. It's at the bottom of the tide. The anchor goes right down to the ground underneath, let's say, I don't know, 30 feet. 30 kilometers out, depth 30 feet, okay? Tide comes in. As it comes in from one direction. So let's say it's coming in that way, it's rising. The anchor, the boat would turn around, so it would now be like this, right? We're going to get rid of him. And as it's coming up, whatever, right? The anchor would be like this. And the boat would be going that way as the water comes in, tide goes up. And then, from anywhere between 5 minutes and an hour, when it gets to the very top, it stops. This, we can say, becomes 40 feet. It's risen by 10, okay, 3 and a bit meters. And all of a sudden again, the anchor goes straight down. And then, after 5 minutes to an hour, it drops. But it drops back that way. And this boat, as it's dropping that way and the current starts to go, the boat will swing around and the anchor will end up that way. Right? Fishing rod. As it drops, the boat will end up like that. And then it will get to the bottom of the tide and but no current either way, and then it will come in again, and the boat will shift over to here again, right, motor at the back, and the anchor will go like that. So the tide is coming up, and then it's going down, and up, and down. Now, using logic and common sense, I know, but we have to. If the moon was pulling on the water and creating this bulge that they talk of, it would be equatorial more than anything, and you would think if you were in a boat anywhere where the tide came in, you would expect the tide to come up, and then because of the bulge moving around the planet, you would expect it to go that way. You would not up and then down the other way, same way it came, and up and back down. The moon has nothing to do with the tides. It defies both common sense and logic. That is my own personal observation. And when it comes down to the crunch, and there's this big thing where everybody finally realizes, comes to their senses, a couple of slaps upon the head everywhere, that Earth is actually flat. And history books, and there'll be little sections there. And personal observation from this guy here in his garage, in his shed, water. How do we not work it out? Boom, boom. How is that going to be the moon dragging the water around? It would create a hump, wouldn't it? But it doesn't. It goes like that, and then it goes back that way. That's all I wanted to say. Taking a couple of days off, well, day and a half. Time was speeding up so fast I had to sit down, okay? And then I put the device down, turned it off. Everything was normal again. Device back on. Ah, no. Time was just whizzing. Vertigo. I did have vertigo all over the shop. Dizzy. Turn the device off. Turn it back on. Get sucked up. TikTok, Instagram. Oh my God, time is speeding up. Put it back down again. TikTok. All right, folks. Buenas noches. I just wanted to get my own personal observation in before the Earth is flat after all book gets printed. Okay, I like a little section there with my own observation because it's a cracker, isn't it? Up and back that way. Up and back that way. Doesn't happen, folks. Defies common sense and logic. I know. Right, later, peeps.